Hello and welcome to Quiz Heroes and welcome to this week's quiz. We have 4 unique categories and 40 challenging questions. How are you going to do? Let's find out. Here comes the first category. The first category is history. And here's question number 1. In ancient Rome, what were the nobility called? The Obsidians, the Patricians, or the Bedacians? And the answer is the Patricians. Question number 2. Which article of clothing was designed by Louis Réard? The bikini, the miniskirt, or the culottes? And the answer was the bikini. Question number 3. In which year was the Battle of Hastings? 1566, 1666, or 1066? And the answer was 1066. Question number 4. Who became the leader of the UK Labour Party in 2020? Was it Harriet Harman, Keir Starmer, or Jeremy Corbyn? And the answer was Keir Starmer. Question number 5. Who built the first steam engine to run on rails? Was it William Robinson, George Stephenson, or Richard Trevithick? And the answer was Richard Trevithick. Question number 6. Which explorer was killed by natives in the Philippines in 1521? Was it Francisco Pizarro, Ferdinand Magellan, or Sebastian Cabot? And the answer was Ferdinand Magellan. Question number 7. Who in 1889 founded the Women's Franchise League in Britain? Was it Emmeline Pankhurst, Jane Cobden Unwin, or Violet Aitken? And the answer was Emmeline Pankhurst. Question number 8. What did the Manhattan Project set out to develop in 1941? Was it nuclear fission, military aircraft, or the atomic bomb? And the answer was the atomic bomb. Question number 9. Dan Quayle was Vice President to whom between 1988 and 1992? Was it Bill Clinton, George Bush, or George W. Bush? And the answer was George Bush. Question number 10. A bite from what is said to have killed Cleopatra? Was it a mosquito, an asp, or a spider? And the answer was an asp. And that was the final question of that round. Let's move on to the next category, which is food and drink. Here's question number 1. What are the 2 main ingredients of a ploughman's lunch? Beans and rice, tuna and pasta, or cheese and bread? And the answer was cheese and bread. Question number 12. What type of fish is a kipper? Is it a haddock, a herring, or a cod? And the answer is a herring. Question 13. What colour is the liqueur Galliano? Is it yellow? Is it orange? Or is it green? And the answer is yellow. Question 14. What alcoholic sauce is usually served with Christmas pudding? Is it sherry, whiskey, or brandy? And the answer is brandy. Question number 15. What is the main natural sugar found in milk? Is it sucrose, lactose, or glucose? And the answer is lactose. Question number 16. Pamplemousse is French for which fruit? A pear, a peach, or a grapefruit? And the answer is a grapefruit. Question number 17. Which cocktail is made from brandy and white creme de menthe? Is it Jack Rose? Is it Paradise? Or is it a Stinger? And the answer is a Stinger. Question number 18. The Japanese drink sake is made from what? Rice, potatoes, or slowberries? And the answer is rice. Question number 19. Milk from which animal is used to make Chevrotins soft cheese? Is it cow? Is it a goat? Or is it a sheep? And the answer is a goat. And the final question of this round, question 20. What does sec on a wine label signify? Is it dry, sweet, or medium? And the answer is dry. If you're enjoying this quiz so far, don't forget to subscribe and press that notification bell to be notified of all the latest quizzes. Here's the next category, Science and Technology. Question number 21. What is the process of splitting the atom called? Is it fusion, fission, or is it decay? And the answer is fission. Question number 22. How many Russian cosmonauts have walked on the moon? Is it 1? Is it 2? Or is it none? And the answer is none. Question number 23. What type of instrument is a Newtonian? Is it a telescope, a microscope, or a sextant? And the answer is a telescope. Question number 24. What is the term for a configuration of stars? Is it a nebula, a galaxy, or a constellation? And the answer is a constellation. Question number 25. In which year was the first iPhone released? Was it 2007, 2004, or 2009? And the answer is 2007. Question 26. What is an early word for a pharmacist? Is it an alchemist, an apothecary, or a gallipot? And the answer is an apothecary. Question number 27. In 1983, who became the first American woman in space? Was it Peggy Whitson, Christina Koch, or Sally Ride? And the answer was Sally Ride. Question number 28. In medicine, what is an Ishihara test used for? Is it for colour blindness, amblyopia, or glaucoma? And the answer is colour blindness. Question number 29. How many naturally occurring noble gases are there? Is it 7, 5, or 6? And the answer was 6. And the final question of this round, question 30. What does the chemical formula H2O2 refer to? Is it zinc peroxide, hydrogen peroxide, or sodium peroxide? And the answer is hydrogen peroxide. Let's move on to the final category, general trivia. And here comes question 31. What is the name given to the inner tower of a castle? Is it a keep? Is it a turret? Or is it a bailey? And the answer is a keep. Question number 32. Which country produces the Hyundai car? Is it China? Is it South Korea? Or is it Japan? And the answer is South Korea. Question number 33. In architecture, what is a campanile? Is it a keystone, an archway, or a bell tower? And the answer is a bell tower. Question number 34. What does cogito ergo sum mean in English? Is it I think, therefore I am, happiness is the highest good, or liberty consists in doing what one desires? And the answer is I think, therefore I am. Question 35. Who was Puff the Magic Dragon's human friend? Was it Little Jackie Piper, Little Jackie Paper, or Little Jackie Pauper? And it was Little Jackie Paper. Question 36. In Greek mythology, who was married to Orpheus? Was it Pythia? Was it Pandora? Or was it Eurydice? And the answer was Eurydice. Question number 37. What is the ornamental pocket that hangs on the front of a kilt called? Is it a pooch? Is it a sporran? Or is it a sark? And the answer is a sporran. Question number 38. What animal is the symbol of the motor manufacturer Suzuki? Is it a rhinoceros, a lion, or a tiger? And the answer is a rhinoceros. Question number 39. Which is the luckiest number in Chinese culture? Is it 7, 6, or 8? And the answer is 8. And the final question of this week's quiz, question 40. What was the title of the first video game? Snake, Pong, or Space Race? And the answer was Pong. So, how did you do in this week's quiz? Please leave your scores in the comments section below. And don't forget to subscribe and press that notification bell to be alerted to all the latest quizzes. And by the way, if you liked this quiz, then you most certainly like this one. See you next time.